You're lying in bed. It's 11:15 p.m. You've had a long day, your brain is kind of fried, and you're just doing that mindless scroll through your phone. Then, you see it. Maybe it's a targeted ad on Instagram, or maybe it's just something you've had in your Amazon cart for a few days. It's that new pair of sneakers, or that ergonomic keyboard that's supposed to fix your posture, or a gadget you didn't know existed 5 minutes ago, but now feels like the missing piece of your entire life. You tell yourself, I've worked hard this week, I deserve this. You see the Buy Now button. It's one click. Your credit card info is already saved. You click it. That hit of dopamine, it feels great for about 30 seconds. But then, 3 days later, the box arrives. You open it, you look at the item, and you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel that slight pit in your stomach because you know that money should have gone toward your car payment or your high-yield savings account. If that scenario sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not a failure. You're just human. But your brain is currently being hijacked by billion-dollar algorithms designed to make you broke. My name is Matthew, and I spend way too much time thinking about the psychology of spending and how it dictates our net worth. If you're someone who feels like your money disappears before you even have a chance to save it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing. We are living in the most dangerous era in human history for your bank account. Why? Because we have removed all friction from spending. Look, 30 years ago, if you wanted to buy something, you had to get in a car, drive to a store, find the item, stand in a line, and physically hand over paper cash. That process gave your brain a lot of time to ask, do I actually need this? Today, that friction is gone. We have one-tap buying, facial recognition payments, and buy now, pay later services that split a $100 purchase into 4 easy payments of $25. Now you might be thinking, Matthew, it's just $25. What's the big deal? Well, here's what most people don't realize. The average American spends roughly $1,500 a year on impulse purchases. Over a 40-year working career, if you took that impulse money and simply put it into an S&P 500 index fund averaging an 8% return, that is over $400,000. You aren't just buying a pair of shoes. You are literally burning a massive chunk of your retirement because you wanted a hit of dopamine on a Tuesday night. This is where it gets really interesting because the problem isn't your willpower. It's your biology. Let's talk about your brain for a second. We have this neurotransmitter called dopamine. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure, but it's actually about anticipation. When you see that item online, your brain floods with dopamine. It's telling you, go get it. Things will be better when you have it. The peak of that feeling isn't when you own the item. It's the moment right before you click buy. Once the transaction is over, the dopamine drops. This is why you feel that buyer's remorse. You're literally coming down from a chemical high. Retailers know this. They use scarcity cues. You know, those little red timers that say, only 2 left in stock, or sale ends in 14 minutes. Those are designed to bypass your logical brain and trigger your emotional brain. They want you to stay in that buy state so you don't have time to think. So, how do we fight back? We introduce friction manually. We use the 24-hour rule. The rule is incredibly simple, yet almost nobody does it. For any non-essential purchase over a certain dollar amount, let's say $50, you must wait 24 hours before hitting buy. Here's why this works. Your emotional brain, the part that wants the shiny thing, is fast, but it's short-lived. Your logical brain, the part that understands your budget, is slow. By waiting 24 hours, you allow the dopamine levels to return to baseline. You move the decision from your feeling brain to your thinking brain. I want to show you the math on how this actually changes your life. Let's look at a realistic example. Let's say you're an average spender. You make 3 impulse purchases a month. Item 1 is a new video game for $70. Item 2 is a kitchen gadget you saw on TikTok for $40. Item 3 is a clothing sale haul for $120. That's $230 a month in impulse spending. If you apply the 24-hour rule, research shows that you will choose not to buy the item about 70% of the time once the initial excitement wears off. So instead of spending $230, you only spend about $69. You just saved $161 in a single month. If you do that every month, in 1 year, you've saved nearly $2,000. In 5 years, with basic interest, that's over $11,000. That is the difference between having an emergency fund and being one car repair away from financial ruin. All because you decided to wait until tomorrow to buy a toaster. Now, I know what some of you are saying, but Matthew, what if the sale ends? What if it sells out? Look, let's be honest with ourselves. There will always be another sale. We live in a world of infinite supply. If an item selling out is the only reason you're buying it right now, you're not buying the product. You're buying the fear of missing out. And for the "it's only a few dollars" crowd, here's the thing. Wealth isn't built by a single massive event. It's built by the aggregation of marginal gains. If you can't control the $50 impulses, you will never have the discipline to manage the $50,000 investment opportunities. So how do we actually do this? You need a system, because willpower is a finite resource. Step 1 is to set your threshold. Decide on a dollar amount. For some of you, it's $20. For others, it's $100. Step 2 is to make the Save for Later button your best friend. This still gives your brain a tiny bit of that acquisition dopamine without actually costing you money. Step 3, close the tabs. Get away from the screen, go for a walk, or go to sleep. Step 4, the morning after audit. Ask yourself if this item will still be useful in 6 months. Ask yourself how many hours of your life you had to work to pay for it. If you make $25 an hour and that gadget is $100, ask yourself, is this worth 4 hours of me sitting at my desk? Usually the answer is a hard no. This is where it gets really interesting. The 24-hour rule isn't just about saving money. It's about reclaiming your autonomy. Right now, big tech companies are using your own biology against you. When you use the 24-hour rule, you are taking the power back. You are telling the algorithm, you don't decide when I spend, I do. It's like an athlete training a muscle. The first time you walk away from a purchase, it's going to feel itchy. But the 10th time, it becomes a superpower. I want to tell you a quick story about a friend of mine named Dave. Dave was caught in the cycle of lifestyle creep. He saw a designer coffee table for $3,000. He was seconds away from putting it on a credit card, but he decided to try the 24-hour rule. He waited 24 hours, then 48 hours. By the third day, he realized he didn't actually love the table. He just hated his old, messy living room. He spent $50 on organization bins instead, and the urge to buy the table disappeared. He saved $2,950 because he gave his brain time to identify the real problem. Here's the bottom line. You are being marketed to every single second of your day. Your phone is a shopping mall that lives in your pocket. If you don't have a rule like this, you are walking through that mall with your eyes closed and your wallet open. I want you to try this for the next 7 days. Anything over $50, wait a day. You will be shocked at how much must-have stuff becomes don't-need stuff by the next morning. Stop letting your impulses dictate your future. Your future self is counting on you to be disciplined today.